Hello, I'm Philip Stoughton for EMS Now. I'm at Productronica 2011 and I'm joined by Farid Anani from Computrol. Farid, great to see you again.
Good to see you.
Trust you're well. Contract manufacturing in the US, challenging times. The market's been through all kinds of turmoil as it is here in Europe. How do you see the market moving forward? And I hear about trends of people returning from offshoring. Are you seeing that as well?
Yes, we are seeing that as well in North America. A lot of people who did go over offshore in the early 2000s or late 90s are slowly coming back from what we can see.
Okay, and what do you think's driving them to do that?
Well, there are probably multiple factors that are driving them to do that. One of them is the fact that offshoring is not as cheap as it once used to be. Number two, the market that we play in is mostly focused around high mix, lower type volumes, and those volumes don't lend themselves to off-seas manufacturers. In today's market, people need fast time to market, quick turns, quick prototype development, and we find that more and more customers like the proximity of their contract manufacturers to be within 1 to 2 hour flight at the most, and that makes US manufacturers more appealing now.
Yeah, so proximity to them as a customer, and you say you're playing in markets that perhaps don't suit that in terms of volume, but also correct. I guess they're markets where there's higher product value, so quality, reliability, delivery
Absolutely.
Are more valuable.
Absolutely. We find that a lot of the people who manufacture in military products, of course, they don't want to send that offshore, and medical products, due to high reliability, is coming more and more towards companies like Computrol.
Okay, and obviously the way you choose your markets and the way you choose your customers is part of your success story, but also I guess the way you actually manufacture inside. How, with those higher wage costs, undoubtedly, do you still remain competitive? Is it a lean approach, or?
It is a lean approach, and it's a continuous improvement approach. At Computrol, we are always looking for a better way and a more efficient way and a more effective way to do business and to produce product for our customers.
Okay, and in terms of what I've seen quite a lot over maybe the last year of exhibitions is more and more of the capital equipment guys kind of getting that message from you. We see more and more flexible platforms. Is that something that's helping you?
Yes, absolutely. The flexible platforms help us become more lean in terms of allowing us to do quick programming as well as quick changeover. As you know, when you do high mix, lower volumes, you need to change your setup multiple times a day. In our business, on one line, we might have 5 or 6 setups per day.
Okay.
So to take 2 hours per setup, that's 12 hours. That the day is gone. Yeah. So we're trying to constantly drive that further and further.
Yeah, and you want as much of that setup to be offline as possible. So the line's stationary for as short a time as possible. And for a last question, I'm going to ask you a very difficult question. Predict the future. What does it look like moving forward for the US as a manufacturing location?
Well, I wish I had the crystal ball, but I don't. But my prediction for at least the next 2 years for US manufacturers, especially our Computrol size of manufacturers, is they will prosper and grow. And probably the growth will be in double digits.
Okay, okay. And you think that's because you're winning market share from the big guys that don't have that same flexibility, perhaps?
That's probably partially true, but we really don't compete head-to-head with tier 1 companies. Yeah. They serve a different segment than what we try to serve.
Okay, well, Farid, thanks for talking to me.
Thank you so much.
Hope you enjoy the rest of the week here, and we'll speak soon.
To get you here quickly, you should start from here and let us take care of everything in between. Flextronics SBS, innovative manufacturing services.